Hey guys, it's Brian here again at Vape Extreme. um, I've been having a few issues shooting this video because I'm trying to put too much into one video. So basically, here's the deal. I know I haven't been doing reviews in the last month and a half, simply due to the fact that we just purchased a new house. So we're kind of in the midst of packing, dealing with lawyers, banks, insurance companies, renting out our current address before we move. So it's been kind of hectic. The other thing too is, guys, I've packed everything that I had. I got a little bit overzealous and packed all my mods. Well, not all my mods. Sorry, a majority of my vaping stuff is basically what's happened. And on the other thing, or on the other side of all this good news, my Purveri has finally passed on. It doesn't work anymore. I'm not sure exactly what's happened or what the deal is, but it's dead. So I started doing some surfing on the internet, which I hate doing, especially when it comes to vaping stuff, because you start seeing all this new stuff and you start salivating and clicking buy it now, buy it now, buy it now. Well, I ended up getting an order in from canvape.com, which of course, guys, is a Canadian vendor. I was basically looking for, I hate going cheap, or not cheap, but inexpensive, sorry, let me rephrase that, inexpensive, not cheap. A variable voltage or variable wattage mod. I have a few mechs and a bunch of rebuildable stuff that I'm going to do some vids on. I'm not sure how I'm going to how I'm going to do it, but I got some of the newer style Genesis style atomizers and a few other things that I'm going to do reviews on. But at this particular point in time, guys, it's going to be a hardware review. I've already unboxed it just because my Purveri's been dead for the last couple days, so I've been, excuse me, bouncing back and forth between my Vamo and a few mechs that I had. Of course, now you're asking, well, what about the Z-Max? You've got a Z-Max, don't you? Yes, I have a ZMAC version 1 that randomly fires whenever it feels like it, so I'm going to break it apart and see if the grounding contact's goofing up on the board, or if it's the switch that's screwed. Anyway, that's enough about the bad luck I've had with with mods, among other things, but I'm not going to get into that today because we're talking about vaping. Needless to say, guys, this is the SID mod from Smoktech.com, or sorry, from Smoktech, not Smoktech.com. I did get this from Can Vapes. Retails on their site right now for $50. $50, variable voltage, variable wattage mod. Very nice. Uses a standard 18650 battery, which is pretty common. I would do a comparison size with a Purveri, but I can't. So the only other mod that I have will be the Smoktech Z-Max. So as you can tell, it's a little bit bigger than the Z-Max. It's a lot fatter than the Z-Max. It does have the venting cap in the bottom, and also, let me try this. As you can see, there's a little bit of a sketch on the bottom. It just says honored product by Smoktech, which, yeah, okay, whatever. It's it looks neat. It's laser etched. The body is aluminum, and actually the threading is really decent. Sorry to keep looking over there, but that's where my computer is. But as you can tell, very smooth threading. Again, IMR 18650. It comes apart in 3 different pieces, which I actually didn't even realize till about 25 minutes ago. But you basically have your battery tube, your bottom cap, and of course the actual head itself, where all the brains are, I guess you could say. Now, when you put the battery in, sure if you can be able to see that. Get in there. It actually shows smoke on the display. Nice part is, guys, it is a 3-click menu system. Of course, I'm holding it. Oh, and that's upside down. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if I can get that to focus in. So when you pull the battery out and throw it back in, it will remember your wattage setting, will not remember your voltage setting. It always resets back to 3 volts for some reason. And it also won't remember your display setting. I normally have my devices displaying the resistance, just so I kind of know what's going on with the coil. But basically it's 3 clicks. So there's wattage up, wattage down, out, on and off, battery, whoops, battery voltage, LCD display, LCD on or off, and then of course your variable voltage, and back to your wattage up and down. Now, I generally like to display the resistance. So on the display you have voltage, resistance, and battery life. So let's change that to resistance, or resista. I don't understand that, but anyway. And of course, it's standard with most of your variable voltage, variable wattage devices. Variable wattage goes from, whoops, sorry guys. I got to figure out this autofocus eventually. Basically, what it does in your variable voltage, in your variable wattage, it goes from 3 watts to 15 watts in 0.5 increments. In voltage, it goes from 3 volts to 6 volts in 0.1 increments. So it does the same idea. Now, the other nice thing, I guess I shouldn't have focused out quite yet. The other nice thing is the top cap has on the outer ring has 4 slots. On the inner ring around the 510 connection, it also has 4 slots as well, obviously for better airflow. The other nice part too is, guys, like most other newer style mods, basically what they're doing is they're now putting the Ego cone skirt threading on the connections as well, which is nice. Because of the fact it'll now allow you to use the EVODs and other Ego based style devices on your variable excuse me, on your variable voltage and wattage mods. So it'll give you the flexibility. I don't have any Kanger T3s or anything along that lines to see if they'll fit. I know there's a few fitting issues in that aspect. I personally haven't been having a lot of luck with, I'm not going to say this style of device, but a lot of the bottom coil newer styles that have come out, like the Vape Only BBC, I did a review on it, and at the time it was a positive review. Now it's not so great. It leaks. It leaks like a sieve. It doesn't matter what I do to it. For the people at Vape Only or whoever makes the BBC or whatever the hell it's called, you might want to take some design ideas from the EVODs and actually thread your heads into the bottom. Just putting that out there. I have a couple of EVODs that I've received over the last little while, and I have not had one of them leak, not one. And I think it's due to the fact that it threads on. I was getting concerned when I first started using them. Not anymore. They perform fantastic. So I'm going to throw one on here just to kind of vape the mod and show you how she works. So as you can tell, performing fantastic. You do get the rattlesnake effect, of course, which neither here nor there. I don't really care what it sounds like when I'm vaping it. As long as it performs, that's the biggest issue. So overall, build quality, it is an aluminum body. Again, not a big issue that way. It is an inexpensive mod, so that's not a big surprise. The button is very responsive, which is nice, unlike the Z-Max that I have sitting there now. The overall feel of it is decent. It does have that rubberized coating on the outside. They come in a variety of colors. There's black, red, pink. Hold on. Black, red, pink, blue, silver, and white. There's 6 colors in total. So yeah, guys, canvape.com, $50, variable voltage, variable wattage. In the kit, all you get is the mod. So if you're just getting into mods, this would be a good starter point, because it's $50, and the only thing you'll have to invest in on top of that will be, of course, your atomizer or cartomizer or tank or whatever you're going to be using on the top, an 18650 battery, and a charger. One minor issue that I have had, the eSafe batteries, I believe is what they're called, the black ones, they are a very snug fit. Very snug. I'm not sure if it's just my mod that I had received, but it's a very tight fit. I actually had to take the battery cap, or sorry, the battery tube off and slide the battery in this way after putting the battery cap on and assembling that way. I just couldn't get it to go through this way. I had to go this way. I don't know if it's the batteries, just because it's got that extra sticker on the outside, or if it's just maybe the tube's tapered. I don't know, but it does not rattle either way. So yeah, guys, I know it's a long video. I do have a bunch of stuff coming up for you guys over the next little bit. I'm going to bang off another review here on one other thing before I call her a night, but I do have a bunch of rebuildables that I'm going to do some reviews on. And a couple how-tos, sort of, because I know there's a lot of this stuff out here already, but I do like to do my own outtake on it. So, guys, as always, that's all I got for you for right now, but as always, let's keep on vaping.